Welcome to a brief presentation about Library of Congress call numbers. Call numbers are used to organize collections of books and other materials. They allow us to keep similar materials together and to find a specific item among thousands of others. You can think of a book's call number as its address, because that's how you find it on the shelf. Most college and university libraries in the United States use the Library of Congress system. And at SCF libraries, we also use the Library of Congress system. In the Library of Congress system, call numbers are displayed as a combination of letters and numbers that stand for specific subjects. The letters shown here represent broad categories that can be narrowed down using the elements of a call number. For example, the number shown at the bottom is the call number of a book about feudal society in Europe. The Library of Congress system has broad subjects, as shown here, which can be drilled down to more specific subjects, as shown here. In the Library of Congress system, similar call numbers are grouped together and run in ascending alphabetical and numerical order. You begin with the first letter or letters, then numerically with the numbers following the first letter, and finally alphabetically with the next letter and decimally by the following number. So the books are arranged in this sequence, running from left to right on each shelf and from top to bottom in each section of shelves, as shown in this diagram. For example, if we were arranging these 4 books in correct Library of Congress order on a shelf, we would begin with the first part of the call number, in this case the letter P. Now we have 2 books that begin with just P. So we look at the next set of numbers. In this case, they're both the same, 179.12. So we proceed to the next part of the call number, which has a letter and a number, .M445 and .M45. You'll notice that there is this decimal in front of the letter M. This means that the numbers next to it are not whole numbers. So since .445 is a smaller number than .45, the green book is placed first in Library of Congress order. The red book begins with PN, so that is next alphabetically, and the yellow book's call number begins with PS, so it goes after that, and so on. Finally, let's look at this call number, QA 445.B3.T56, 2007. This is a book about geometry. Broken down into its separate parts, each part represents a narrowing down of the classification of this book. The QA is for the general topic of mathematics. 445 is for the narrower field of geometry. And then there are designations for narrower subject and author information, and finally, the date of publication. If you have more questions about finding books or anything about library resources, please contact us by phone or email as shown here. You can also use Ask a Librarian, our virtual reference service. Just go to the URL as shown here. Thank you very much.